back because I want to be back. Um, I'm in between loads of laundry, so so and I did something with this that I don't know. I changed where I was before, and I did something that's kind of interesting, and kind of wanted to share it. I don't know. You can see the process, I guess. Um, I let me open up the chat. These mice on my desk are kind of driving me nuts. Okay. Um, I have two mice on my desk, two mouses, or whatever. One for one computer, one for the other. Because when I try to use it and link it between the two, I always have these failures at the darndest times, and I can't deal with that. Anyway, um, I actually the what I ended. This is what I did like during the last live. These colors, and I did the orange too. And when I got off the live and like went and did some things and came back, I was like, you know what? I don't like that. It's too bright. So I actually went in and just with this dirty looking eraser, I probably should wash it. I don't know. It looks gross. Anyway, I erased it. And of course, because like, the color wouldn't totally go away, but that kind of, I was like, I think I kind of like that. I'm like, well, let's see what happens. And I did instead, and I did this brown stuff around there. So it kind of almost looks like a leather kind of um, canopy over the or behind the teepee. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. Kind of abstract. So that's what I did. So I'm going to continue with the orange in here and make this side kind of match what I did here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with these corners yet. I thought about orange, but maybe I should do green. I don't know. Which is kind of weird because maybe I should have done green here, but it's too late for that. Well, yeah, it's too late for that. And I really like this. So I'm going to leave this here. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do live. So I'm going to put on music. I'm hoping I could actually like finish this whip like within the next couple of days. That would be awesome. So that's it. Let me put on some Restream music. I want down tempo. What's their ambient do? Let's see. This glass. Some orange. Some orange. White. So where am I? Oh, that's a pot. I just realized that. Oops. I need to color that pot. Maybe blue. Now it blends in with the teepee. Oh well. It's kind of interesting though. Mm-hmm. Try this. Just in a little computer glitch. Hmm. Hey, Bubbles. Hope you're having a good. I think for you it might still be afternoon. Hope it's not too hot there today. And hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I think that was like an hour and almost an hour and 40 minutes or something like that. So, and I talked a lot in that one. So, if you can stand hearing my voice, oh, oh. Well, I hope the night eases up and the pain. I heard that clove oil is supposed to help with toothaches. I've never tried it, um, but I've used Ambisol, and now I have that. What is it called? I have tubes of it on hand for my adjustments. I can't remember what it's called. Orajel. That's it. Toothaches are awful. Hope you get to go to the doctor. Did the doctor give you anything? Because you said you were going to be going. Um, well, it sounds like they didn't if your mouth still hurts. But yeah, I heard that clove oil helps. Ah. Hmm. I'll figure out. Do we want this to be green? I don't know. I have two lines here. I don't know if I'm going to follow them or not, but I don't know what color to make them. That sucks. Yeah, the good Motrin, like the 800, whatever, whatever. Yeah, the good stuff. That stuff almost makes me high. The last time I had to take it, well, the last time when I had a tooth extracted, and this is like, I don't know, 15 years ago or something, and yeah, I couldn't even take it. It made me loopy. It's like, goodness gracious. It's like I'm taking some like street drugs. Hmm. Could make it pale green. I Oh, I keep mixing up the colors with these. I don't know why. Mm, that one. I guess I'm going to keep going. Just go light in case in case I'm not feeling it. Well, I hope your night ends quickly so you can get your drugs. Yeah, they're not nice. Toothaches and back pain. Mm-mm. So what do I think of the green? It's green. So what happens. I just keep playing around with it and see what happens. It really was kind of terrified though when I saw how bright these were. I was like, oh Lord. It's like it was clashing and conflicting too much with this part. And I was like, no. Even now, I mean, it might clash a little bit still, but there's something, it does something being paler like this to me. And I can erase a little bit more of some of these parts out. But I think I kind of want to darken around all the lanterns a little bit and then leave the other part pale. I don't know what happened there. I figure out how to fix that. I think we gotta turn this flip. I actually got a major thing for work done this week, and it just it feels so good. It feels so good to have that done and to have you know done most of the stuff I need to do with it. And then I wound up on the phone with um, my printer support. It's an HP printer that I have, and I was enrolled in the instant ink thing, and then one day the printer just stopped working, and I couldn't understand why. And I was like, "Oh, brother, just and I canceled it and restarted. I canceled the subscription, and I had a regular store bought toner um, already, so I just put it in, and I've been using that. And I noticed it was getting low, and I said, "Well, I'm about to print." So I can check my work and also have a copy of this of my own that I printed myself. Um, I decided to print the thing I'd been working on here, and it's like 200 and something pages, and I so my printer wouldn't conk out on me because it's not as I don't think it's as well built as the one I had before that, which was a refurbished HP printer, but like really hardcore old school black and white printer. And so I went like I was going like every like 40 pages or so, you know. And when I took a break, I used that break to figure out um the thing with the instant ink, like, you know, a bit of why I had that problem before, and then to then, you know, resolve that. And then I signed up for it again because I looked at my how much ink I had in my printer, and I'm like, well, I'm probably going to be able to finish this job, and then after that, I'm not going to have any toner left because it was a pretty big job. So I signed up for the instant ink, you know, on my break that I was taking at work during my breaks. What else is new? And all of a sudden, the printer wouldn't work. It said offline because it did the thing where, like, because I didn't have instant ink toner in my printer, it wouldn't communicate with, I don't know, with something. But there was ink and paper and all that, so the job wouldn't print. So today I wound up on the phone with HP customer service, which always cracks me up because they're in Southeast Asia, but they say, "Hi, this is Eric," or "Hi, this is Paul." I'm like, "That's not your name. You don't have to lie for me. I have nothing against Southeast Asians. Just say your real name." Cracks me up every time. It's like, yeah, right. I don't know who you fooling, but you're not fooling me. And you don't need to fool me. I'll still talk to you. I need help. Anyway, it was kind of funny because they might have been a little aggravated with me because they're asking me for my serial number and all this other stuff. And I, because of where my printer is, which is, it's still actually sitting on top of my old printer, which is like a monster. And so, like, I have yet to have um, the desire or the wherewithal to take that out and then, you know, decide to take it to the dumper. I don't even know where to take things anymore. So I'm trying to turn around my new printer that's sitting on top of my old printer, and so I'm on the phone, and they can hear me making all this racket and noise and everything. Is they're asking where my serial number is, and I said I don't even know where it is on the printer. I don't know. And then eventually they wound up telling me what the serial number was. I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, well, if you already knew, why were you asking me for that? And I just rearranged my entire desk so to try and tell you, and still couldn't tell you. But I was like, you know, I was still nice. I was like, whatever. And they asked me, I guess they wanted to, I don't know, they wanted to verify or something. So they asked for other information. It's like, yeah, who else is going to be this crazy on the telephone? You know, like, really? But anyway, they even asked me. Then the next person they transferred me to asked me for my phone number, and I couldn't even remember because I don't call myself really. And like, I had so many numbers running through my head from trying to resolve this problem that like I couldn't remember. And I was like, I need to print this stuff. I need to print it today. And so the one guy was like, he was like, "Ooh, she's this woman has issues." So then he says, "Is it the number that you're calling from?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, okay." It's like, oh man, you made me rack my brain and get frustrated over not remembering my phone number and trying to figure out where to find my phone number on my phone and all that jazz. And you already like, was like, yeah, the number. I don't know, whatever. Okay, Paul. Anyway, I did wind up getting it resolved. All I had to do was unplug my printer and plug it back in again. Like, and on all their support pages and all that kind of stuff, they don't give you any kind of answer for this situation. And I know I'm not the only one who's been in this situation. And this kind of like makes me not want to buy another HP printer because I had another customer service situation with them with a warranty, and it was worse than this one. I mean, at least this one, like, we got through it or whatever, but it was long. I had to move a lot of stuff and all this other kind of jazz. But the warranty one was really frustrating. and they're telling me I should be getting this thing in the mail. I'm like, yeah. They said I should get this thing in the mail within a certain amount of days. I'm like, it's been 3 times that amount of days, and I don't have it. That's why I'm calling. Hello. Anyway, I wanted to canceling that. I'm like, I'm not going through this. I'm not going through it. So I don't think I ever want to buy another HP printer, to be honest, because first of all, their support site needs to be better. It's almost like they don't want to lose money or show anybody how to cheat or something at the printer cartridge thing or whatever. I don't know. So they won't tell you what to do in the situation that I was in, but it only makes sense to me for them to tell you what to do in the situation I was in, because I signed up for the instant ink thing, what, yesterday, and I'm not going to get the ink for 3 to 5 days. So obviously, if I have the printer and I've been using the printer, I have ink in it now that I'm using that doesn't belong to that service. So somewhere, somebody should just say, unplug your printer and plug it back in again and see if it connects. I mean, it's just really, I don't know. If you're not going to be good at, I don't know. If you're not going to be, I don't know. If your support isn't available 24/7 and you're not good about um, knowing what a very common whatever problem is, you should have that problem solution listed in your on your facts and troubleshooting thing. Instead, it takes you to this bot that asks you questions that have nothing to do with what your problem is. I was farting around with that yesterday, and it was like, oh, taking me all around in circles for like no solution. Yes, I think that's why I'm just sitting and coloring a lot today, because I earned it. Plus, I did get that job done. I did finally get everything printed. I'm really excited. I need to kind of work in that document, but I'm not going there yet. I need to do some things for home. Just going over this line just because it feels good. And say, and I like what happens when you keep doing that. Up to a certain point. Okay, so I got that rant out, didn't I? That's crazy though. I've been looking at a Canon printer, but I'm just scared because these peripherals. It's like, I don't know. Things don't last forever, and I've seen so many technology changes now that I guess I should expect that things are different. Some things aren't how they used to be. Some things are better, not how they used to be, and some things cause inconvenience with not being how they used to be. You just gotta ride the wave. Darker green underneath that. This might be too dark, but I'm gonna try. I don't think that was the right green, but I should use brown. Okay. Okay, now I want to add brown everywhere, but I can't do self control. That's rope. Let's color the rope. Okay, next. I kind of like the green. It's very solid. Oh, so I'm almost thinking I need to do blue. Seems like the only viable color to do down here. Should I do dark blue or light blue? Or I could do yellow. If I do yellow, I can't go back. I can't turn back. Case in point. Take a break from that. This that is kind of like it in a way. It's weird, but also probably really looks like a mistake. So I make them. Hmm. Wow. I just had it. Oh, duh. Sharpen the pencil. I have to check my clothes in a minute. Like bulky stuff in there, so I make sure it doesn't. Thank you. I seem to be able to let loose a little bit this week, and I'm just kind of like, just go. So that's kind of helping to not overthink and just kind of let it be. I really like this spot. I like that a lot. And that just happened from erasing. That was it. And then that happened to be what's left on this one and this one. And I love that. The accidental. Mhm. And I like this around this one. Okay. I'm thinking because of the colors that are here, I'm thinking I should use yellow, but like yellow can be scary because I don't want it to draw too much attention away from what's up here because yellow's so kind of, out there. So let me see if I can, let me, look at doing a little around here. Get that help figure it out. Just go really light because otherwise I'll probably have to go over this with something white, like white paint, to make it not show. Or I could do a blend of colors down here, very lightly. We could do yellow and purple, which in the middle would be brown, which might be interesting. Or I could just, yeah, I could let it fade out and just be more than one color in that corner. It doesn't have to be all one color. I gotta flip. Oh, cool. If you're able to type and share what kind, please do. So I can't do the same movement. I watched a guy this week who I watched two people. I watched one. Well, I didn't really watch the other one too closely. I did. I caught a little bit of it, I think. But I watched this one guy who does ink. He sketches in ink, and he has all these little houses and things and sheds, and he does, like architectural sketching, kind of, I guess. And I caught the end of his live. The name of his channel is Ink Something, and he had all these colors and stuff, and it was nice seeing him pick out like so many different kinds of pens. Like everyday pens that I just have that, and using um to do this sketch. And I was like, wow, that's the difference between you know, a pen in my hand and a pen in somebody else's hand. What they can do with it. Um, it was pretty cool. I almost think I do want purple in that corner. Mango Studio. I'll have to look for that. I have a feeling the purple should be easy to change, I think. Rather than the yellow. Although this purple goes down weird. Goes down heavier. And that's a relatively good point on there, somewhat, but it's. I don't know. Hmm. I think I like the two colors. But yeah. Yep. I know. I've been thinking about that for a while, and like, what's the best way to, and in one way, I'm thinking, I was watching that, um, somebody do a video about that, Japanese style of drawing that happened because of, um, a calligrapher who was, I don't know, finding something to do in his downtime or something like that, and he wound up doing these simple drawings on rice paper, and now it has a name that begins with an E. But I want to say Itosi, but I don't think that's what it is. That sounds like Nigerian or something. But very simple drawings of objects that he did with um, a brush, and I like that idea. And there's like some coloring books that I see that are like that, where they have very simple drawings of objects, but you know what it is when you see it. It's obvious. You don't mistake most of those things for being anything else. Um, and yeah, I'd like to be able to do that. I don't know. Ah, yeah. When they talk about what they're doing. That's what that ink guy was doing. He was talking through the whole process, and it was really neat. He was even asking questions of us in the audience, which was really cool. Oh, it's dark. Well, let me bring it out somehow. Then sometimes I watch. I'm subscribed to her art prof. She actually I don't know if she still is. She was an assistant professor at Rhode Island School of Design, and it's interesting to hear the first video I saw of hers was when she was talking about that process, how you go through all that, and then it becomes kind of, I don't know, how it seems kind of elitist and kind of feudal in some ways, and like it's kind of like information really that everybody should have, and not just people going to a school, and that because it's so competitive and so difficult to try to make money at your art, and after you spend all that money going to school, I don't know. She has some interesting talks, and then she actually um, does things too, and then she has other people who come on and do things as well. But I saw her like she tries out art supplies too, and that was where I first saw somebody use Posca markers, and it probably wasn't the right person to watch for it, but because of the kind she does portraiture, that's her specialty, and they didn't. I don't know if they worked that well for her. I don't remember. No, it might have been the art crayons that didn't work for her, rather than the Posca markers did kind of work for her, and the art crayons did not. But I watch her sometimes. Yeah, see, I just needed something meditative. It's almost like I don't even care what I'm coloring. I just need to do it. I need something where I didn't have to think too hard. This might even be all I do on this one today, because I did quite a bit actually. And I'll save the outline out. What is it? The border for another day. Because I always feel like I need fresh eyes. I'm finding that out. That I used to do. One reason why I liked oil painting so much was because I could leave it for days and I could still work the paint. And so I, where I had my easel, it's like 2 rooms away from the kitchen, but I could see my work from the kitchen. I could see the easel from the kitchen. And so as I was doing things throughout the day, or subsequent days, I could just keep looking at it and saying, "What do I see? What do I see?" And I'd be thinking about it until I went to work on it again. And when I went to work on it again, it was still wet enough to work because it's oil paint. And that was one thing I liked about it so much. It's not something you can do really with acrylic. But then I would do still lifes, particularly to make me work fast. So I wouldn't be doing that, waiting days and days, and because I'll think and analyze forever and ever, and then not do anything sometimes. So working on, like, I would do still lifes with fruit on purpose, and I actually love doing still lifes with fruit. It's fun. Um, Particularly so because I had to work fast. There's a certain amount you had to get at it, and you had to be looking at it enough so that either you could finish the painting, or by the time the fruit, like particularly grapes, had shriveled up into raisins, that you remembered what they looked like, or you had the basic foundation of how you wanted them to look in the painting. So it made me paint fast, and I like it for that. Okay, I feel like I want to do more with this, but I'm not going to do that tonight. But I kind of like the idea of the purple and the yellow rather than one solid color. I might bring the purple over more. I don't know. So on this one, I'm going to finish up this. I need to do the border. I need to do the edges of the teepee in this part, which I'm thinking I might use gel pens or acrylic markers. Oh wow, that's cool that they're both artists of color. Yeah, I saw a video that like I actually couldn't watch it because I was like, oh man, well she's way above my league and I'll never be there. But she was actually setting up her first studio, like the kind where like you like in a loft where you live there and you work there. Yeah, I would love that. Um, yeah, so she was showing that in the process, and I think I saved the video. I will watch it, but I just wasn't ready for it at that time. Because I was like, oh man, that's something I always wished I could do as a musician and as wanting to make art. Anyway, um, so border this part. I just has a teepee and that these little guys, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make these and these the same. I don't know. Go in with a gel pen and make them the same. Not sure yet. Um, that's it. Oh, and I didn't do the sugar cubes or whatever that is in there. I need to do that too. So we're almost done with this one. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna go and check my laundry real quick and come back. I think you can still hear the music if I mute. Okay. I got my, what do you call it? What do they call them things? They call it a coverlet. It's kind of heavy though. Anyway, I have that and the shams and the dryer on low. And I will have all of my bedding washed. So I'm going to go to another page. I think I'm feeling with the graphic. Let's see. Yeah, problem solving. That's I feel like a lot of this is because like sometimes I'll just come in color because I want to color, and I don't really, I don't really have a plan for how I want things to look. And then sometimes I'll color myself into a hole, and I gotta color myself out of that hole. And that's kind of like where this one is. Um, I actually colored her dress so finally, well, part of it. But yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what to add. It's how to bring it up, kick it up a notch, so to speak. This one needs to be toned down. Um, but something I didn't show earlier. Sorry to skip pages, but I'm going to skip pages. This guy, this this thing. I finally figured out the other day that, oh, this is kind of like supposed to be fire and ice, or some kind of theme like that. So, and I didn't really see that when I first looked at the picture because there's just a lot going on. Um, so, and I think I mentioned this in another video. So, like, I initially, like, I just because I was sick of seeing purple and green, I made these things red, but it turns out, you know what, that was appropriate probably because, fire and ice, or, lightning and icebergs or shards or whatever. Um, well, I started going in at the bottom here with more red because I thought, well, let me push the red a little bit further. Let's see how far we can push that red on this one. And then I got to think about what color to push on this one. And I actually kind of tried to erase some of the purple out of here. I don't know how successful that was. I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that. I think I could probably also use those Cougar acrylic pens, or the other ones I have with the brush tip, and kind of push this out of the purple blue zone a little bit, or out of the purple zone, whatever. So, yeah, this is a lot of problem solving for me here. So, and I'm just, however it turns out is how it turns out. And, I'm not gonna, it is what it is. If I hate it when it's all over with, well, I learned something. I don't know. I find these books really challenging to color in, but I kind of like, I find myself doing that thing like I do when I paint lately, and I just kind of like turn off my brain and just move. Pick a color and move. That's basically all I do. Pick a color and move, take a chance. In the words of ABBA. ABBA. Since when am I quoting ABBA? That's a new one. But, I don't know. I thought maybe pushing, and then I feel like I'm going to have to push this out of this color somehow. And I don't know. I thought about putting brown up here, which I may do to see like what it does with this. I don't know yet, but that's a thought. I could put yellow up here to see what happens when I do that, which might be an option because then it would match this, but be another version of that. And with this kind of having like, this color has like a base of red in there somewhere, the adding yellow to it possibly might make it kind of another fire, another color that's in a fire. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong though. Um, yeah, so a lot of problem solving. I could make this darker, make it dark blue. I don't know. We'll see where this goes, and we'll see what I wind up using in here to make that happen. But it's just not messing with it when I don't feel like being, um, when I don't feel loose enough and I don't feel adventurous. I'm just gonna leave it alone on those days. It's got to be talking to me for me to go in there and mess with it. But somehow I feel like pushing this guy into the red. I feel like that's the thing to do, and that um, I don't know. I just feel like it is. It's just hard because it just seems like it's just one big mush of stuff. Oh, you can really see the yeah. What I did here was I added that Rondolama shimmer to the icicles, and I tried to the ice shards, and I tried to bring them out. Only thing is, I like this one. This is the first one I did it with, and then I don't like how I did the rest of them. And once you get that blue on top of the acrylic paint, it's kind of like you're stuck. It doesn't really, you can't really work it too much. So I may wind up lining some of this with some acrylic pen as well to get it more to where I want it to be. But it's hard to get it to where you want it to be when you're not even sure exactly what it is. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen ice like this. So, like, I don't know. Or crystals or whatever. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of blowing my mind. It looks like an acid trip. But, yeah, so that's kind of my plan. Push this one into the red and push this one. It's hard to see, like, if I had kept this part more like this, I think I wouldn't have as hard of a time trying to get this to another place. But that's okay. We'll work with it. So, I don't know. These things are crazy. They're crazy. But I'm learning things from this, so. Um, and then I did acrylic marker. I edged it, and I did it in here, and I don't know if I quite like that, but I did it. I can always do something over it if I don't like it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not really feeling too much in this just yet. But it's giving me, adding that red helped me have another way to look at it and help to change the way I was looking at it. Yeah, sorry. I'm going a little bit. I don't know if that helped. And so I needed that change so I can start seeing it differently and, kind of, I don't know, regroup. And also this part, I wish like I had, I don't know, I like this section right here. I love this section right here. But, I don't know. I kind of like what I did here too. I darkened this and put in some red in here. And this is over marker, I think. I think just marker. And then I put red pen over it, pencil over it. And I like how that kind of did that. To maybe show, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me stop talking about it. There's the bee again. I'm not ready to work on her. I love this one now, but I already talked about that. I do need to do I think we should do that now. I don't really have much to do on this. I should finish it. We'll do those guys and the legs. I want either a pencil. What's this one? What color is that? Greenish gray? Is that what I want? Oh. See what I do? I just picked it up. I don't even know if it's a pencil I want. I just picked it up. Is this what I want? Oh, let's see. We'll find out. Either it'll be a yes or a no. But I do think their legs are gray, so not orange. So I'm not even sure that I care about, making them stand out or anything. I could put little white dots at their knuckles or something, I really wanted that to happen, but I don't want to overwork them. You know. I did not want to change the color of these birds. I actually used a water-based marker, two water-based markers, two colors, um, with the birds, and I loved it so much that and I didn't know. It's like, well, now I don't know what to do. I don't know. Are there green birds that are green, or birds that are greenish gray? I don't know. I kind of think there are, but I just didn't know what to do from there. It's like I don't know, and I liked them just the way they were, but it just did just a little bit, just enough on each one to kind of make that greenish gray thing stand out. And a teeny bit of blue. I think it might have been this one, maybe, in there, and then I think I added like a dark gray in there, maybe this one actually, to make in the creases and things like that. And I did very little because I didn't want to mess with them a lot because I really love their color. I need to do something with this part though, and I'm not sure what to do. Just go on lightly, see what happens. I really don't want to mess with them a whole lot. So, well, it's not that bad. Looks like he's angry though. Uh, and, oh, these guys. Should we do red? I'm gonna do red just because it happens to be here. See how I am? I'm so random. I'm random. Just random. I think it's because I can't be random with anything else. I'm really random when I color. Everything else is gotta be organized, orderly, this, that, the other. The color. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah, let's just do this. What's this next to me? Oh, let's use this. Okay, my glasses will tangle up with the USB cord. It ain't gonna work. I'll make it a combination of put black in there a little bit. I'm in love with this page now, and I was like, it was like I just I've been staring at it for the longest time with nothing done to it, thinking, what the heck am I gonna do with that? Because this guy was a hot mess, this heart thing, and I saw how other people colored it, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh, well, it's too late for me to do that. But now I like it a lot. Do I have hair titties? These glasses don't let me see that too well. I did come in and I added like red orange to some of these flowers. I can't see it in all of them. So, Uh-oh. Did you mention, do you have the Derwent Light Fast pencils? Because I was talking earlier that I don't know why I had totally forgotten about them. I was only thinking of the Color Soft, and I think that might have been in part because of the price. But well, compared to the Light Fast, but I feel like, but it looks like the Light Fast are probably the ones that would actually be next step up from the Chroma Flows. Okay, how do you like them? Not that it like really like I'm gonna go out and buy them, but I mean you never know. But this kind of scary to me. I just noticed that because like as I keep thinking about if I get an open stock pencil to replace a Derwent ChromaFlow, um, what would be closest? And it looks like the Lightfast are what's closest, but they're the pencil color names or whatever they don't correspond. But the Lightfast correspond with um, the color fast. The light fast colors correspond with the color fast. It seems so, and they look like they're particularly. Both of them are like about kind of about blending. Although it looks like with the color whatever they probably um blending with those is different, probably more like layering just by scratch, as opposed to doing like you do with a Prismacolor or whatever, where you like can smooth and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Because it looks like it's a harder, from what I'm hearing, it's a harder pencil. So. Ooh, I just found a spot. Oh dear. How are we going to fill that spot in? You can make it green, then you don't have to worry about anything. Here we go. Here we go. I'm making it green. Pretend like it wasn't there. Done. I also see another spot. Wow. Okay. I would imagine they would. So I guess I'm kind of like, because I look at things for a long time before I make, before I just, I'm always anticipating what's next. And if I were to, like, I don't know, decide to get other pencils, that might be something that I would get, but something would definitely have to change with my situation now with coloring for me to do that. I don't know. Hey, Evelyn. Happy Friday. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking like if I'm going to go somewhere, I don't know. I'm just looking at all the options, I guess. What's there and trying to figure out what I would do. Yeah, and those are the other ones now that I realize um that what I have of the Karen Dash is the hard one. So I need to get some open stock luminance pencils. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for when they have a sale on all of those, and then see what I can see. I need another color to add to that. Black or dark brown? I never see dark brown in the middle of a flower. Not too many. I see black, I think, maybe dark brown. With a black pencil. Okay. Unless I put blue in there, that sounds kind of weird. Where's the black? Black. Here we go. Or, I don't know. I'm not going to rush and finish that middle one. Even though I want to, just to say this is done, I'm not feeling it yet, so I'm not going to do it. Might be a little thing, but little things matter. So I'm not doing it. Okay. This one now, I feel like I want to push it out, make the bird stand out, the owl, and make some other things about this stand out more. Just like I was able to do what I was able to do with the Derwent with some of these other ones, like this one where I was able to make some things. Was it this one? Make some things stand out more. I don't know if it was that one or not. But yeah, but I want to do that with that one. This one surprised me. Melt pencil melt blender. Oh wow, sounds interesting. Does Amazon have that? I don't know what color to do this. So anyway, I feel like I want to sharpen the edges on these things I recently colored in particular, because now something about let's see, the edges seem mushy, but I gotta figure out how to do that and what to do that with. Yeah, what color to do these other butterflies? What did I use in here? I don't remember what pencils I used. Really. I don't want to. Look at this. Anybody have any ideas for what I should color this building? Because I don't have a clue. It looks like it's brick, and I really don't know what color to make it. So if you have suggestions, let me know. I don't know. I think I like this guy orange. I really like. I purposely went out of the box on the colors for this one because I wanted it to be a different palette from anything. I don't know anything else I colored, and so that's one thing that's made it take so long for me to finish it. But let's see, that's not every other one. Kind of hard to do that on here. Pinkish purple. That's true because not much else is like that except for this. And I made the butterfly this, but I think because it's against that, it kind of. That's a thought. I need to color this gold behind here. Just to use, I don't know. And I think that's what I was doing with that what was it? The Magical Fairies book, the Dover Magical Fairies, which I'm feeling like I kind of want to get back to and like print some of those on good paper and color them. That I wanted to do each one a different color and use all of the colors that I have in the pencils, not just some. And it really was it was a personal challenge to get me to use colors and color combinations that maybe I hadn't used before, so I don't get stuck in a rut. I mean, to think of it, it can be so easy to start thinking of your coloring page as a monolith, and it's not. It's not this, you know, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's no big deal. You can do whatever you want with it. You can make people look with red faces, like, all red, their skin, make it all red, bright red. If you want to, it's just a coloring page. Do what you want. You never know what might happen out of that. Happy accidents. Worst case scenario, get another copy of the page and color it again. I do kind of I want to scan a copy of a page I've already colored and see how it looks when I scan it and print it in black and white. As if I don't have enough to, you know, keep me busy. That's something I was thinking of. Might give you a new way to look at the page if it gives it to you kind of like in I don't know, a page that wasn't normally in any kind of grayscale or whatever, and you get it that way. Okay, this song can change anytime. It's getting on my nerves. And this is what I don't like about these books, is how tiny some of these things are. Okay, son, you gotta go. You gotta go. It's so ridiculous. Oop, hold on. Down tempo. You gonna play? There we go. I don't know how. Yeah, I really should sharpen this pencil. I have to push that more into the orange zone. Do that after. Ooh. Because part of my thing with the buying the pencil sets where you can't get a pencil open stock is like this. So this is like significantly shorter than most of my other color pencils because I use it so much. And when it's gone, it's gone. Unless I want to buy another set of however many pencils of the same brand, and then I'll have so many duplicates, and I no. Did I miss one? I did. I missed two. Oh, they're both the same one too. That's kind of funny. Fix that. I almost thought about making this butterfly gold, but I don't know, that might be me doing too much. Oh, mm-hmm. Uh-oh, what's... Where's my whole bind? See, I did that. Done. That's bad. Okay, like we need to blend it at least a little bit. Where's it? Can't be that lazy. This thing is so busy. Who's gonna notice, right? There we go. I do really like these color pencils, so I do. I do want orange. How much does he stand out to the rest of it? Or do I need to? I don't know if he really stands out that much. Just the orange. And the other orange I want. I think this is it. Oh! Do you have a spray? Got spray Prisma. Yeah, they have a nice blend of hard, soft. That is just really nice. They're fun to blend with. And these things are so tiny. I think something I might do tomorrow is actually take all the books that I didn't need to buy, but I did buy over the past month, and put them in a box. and then they will have their home, and maybe I can work my way to that, my drawing box, and start doing some drawing in addition to finishing these whips. Polys for the win. Yeah, I still need to use those. I still need to use them. And yeah. You know me. I open them. Don't push me now. I got as far as opening the package, so. I feel like I'm always waiting for the right page or book to like use them in. Because I very much see them as tools, and I just don't want to whip them out on anything, you know. I don't know if I really wanted to do that, but it's too late. I did it. Okay. It's orange in the middle, I guess. I'm trying to stay with these colors. I almost feel like I'm gonna be getting out Crayolas just to outline some of these things, like this butterfly in particular. Just I feel like I need a really hard pencil to really, I don't know. Jeez, it might be too much orange, but oh well, it's too late. I can always go, oh, I didn't want to do that. No. I can fix it. Make both of them on the end, and then I'll go over it with something. There's too many little things in this. It's like, good gracious. All these little tiny things. Oh, I forgot about my, this is a poly. See, this is one of the polychromos I got open stock. I'm gonna use this. No point on it at all. I'm bad. What can I say? I don't even know why I got this color. I have no idea why I decided to get this. All the lavenders and lilacs, I know why I got those, but I don't know why I got this color. What's it called? Oh, cobalt green. Maybe that color name intrigues me. I don't know. Oh, let's make the center of them. What color? I want the blue. Okay, one more butterfly down. 4 to go. Oh my gosh, you didn't even see that one. And I think there is in there. Is it this? They still look the same, but they're not the same. Bright orange yellow, warm yellow. I think it was this one. Well, it looks kind of neon. Pumpkin red. Swatch. Oh, it's so close to each other. Oh. No, it's not that. Must be this one I'm using all the time. What did I... Oh, it looks peachy though. Oh dear, excuse me. Maybe I use this because I want all these pencils on my desk like a crazy woman. Oh, what's this one? Maybe it was this. Is this the neon something? What's this one? Yep, it was this one. Dun dun dun! We found it. So what did I color in that? I did all the... That's kind of weird. Oh my gosh, it's been on here an hour and 40 minutes. Oh. He has different layers. Oh, shoot. Oh, speaking of artists, watching artists, for a long time, I've watched the show, and I used to like actually when Netflix used to like, you used to rent CDs from Netflix. I used to rent CDs of that PBS show Art 21, and now they're on YouTube. So I watch a lot of those. Um, for years I've watched them, and it's all about artists talking about their process. They talk about their work and they talk about their process and they show them in their process, and um, I love that show. There's one I watched recently, where um, an African American woman was doing these things um, with it was just really interesting how she was talking about it. Like, she draws, I guess, what might be considered cartoons, but I don't even know how to talk about what she does. But it is kind of graphic design, but then it's not. It's like, I don't know. It's wild. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know if I posted it on my wall or not, but I might have. if I didn't do that, I saved it to a playlist because the way she was talking about her process was just so, I don't know, there was something about it that was just very, I don't know, intriguing or something, and just very simple, but I don't know, something about her work. Um, I'll have to look at it again so I can talk about it better. I watched it like maybe 3 weeks ago, I think. So, I don't know why I want to make this one all this color, but I do. And it's kind of a weird color. Doesn't have a name. It looks kind of neon like. And I can color over it, so, but maybe have this peek through. And I think something about what she was saying made me think of coloring books, actually. Why didn't I color that one? I don't know what I'm doing here. It's too tiny. I'll fix it later. There's something about... See, I like how it stands out on top of that purple. I like that. It's probably not going to stand out on top of this pink. Or orange. Duh. I'm going to do it anyway. No, now my nose is wrong. Oh! Pencil down. I'm going to mute for a minute while I blow my nose. Where's the... Okay. And I also kind of forgot that I had that, I have that, Evazar set, and, M Beans had commented on my video of that, and was talking about the number of browns and greens in there, and it's like, you know what, that's probably why I bought it too, and it's like, I forgot, like, how come I'm not using that set, so... That's a goal of mine now, to make sure I use that set sometime soon. Just because, I mean, I have it, so I should use it. I'm gonna color over this with the neon underneath. And I think that's what I first started coloring in the Hannah Carlson books with, were those. So, I don't know, I'm just coloring over the whole darn thing. I'm gonna do something with it. Well, the same thing as this one. Oops. So tiny. Jeez. I need to go back there. So... I almost want to outline this guy with purple because it'll kind of contrast a little bit, but let me do that towards the end, not right now. I always find like I need to be able to step away from these for a little bit to be able to re-see it, to see it differently. Actually, I like that. Where's that pencil? What did I just do with it? Just see. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I want that one. This one to look more like that one. Even though I'm muddying up the black. Not too smart, but oh well. Might need to actually do some brown in there to bring that out. Let's realize. Yeah, I want to add something to this. Oh. Need something to delineate the space. Okay. How did I get that gold? I think I need to do this just so I don't forget. So I'll remember to hit that up later. Oh, one more butterfly. 2 more butterflies. Good word. Can I push this color into that place with this? Maybe not. It's too hard. I don't know about that. It's not really going over it. Too muddy. highlight around them. It's bugging me. I know, but I don't know if the point is pointy enough. Let's see. What did I do? Didn't help. Tone this down a bit. It's like too standing out too much. It's a little better. It's kind of making it so that I have to put this color in there. Since it's space age looking. I think I'm at the point where I need to stop and stand back from this so I can kind of re-see. Because this guy kind of, it seems like it pushed it into another area. And I gotta make sure that's an area I want to go. Unless I do something over this one that's this color, like use a gel pen and put in gold here so you don't notice like that, I don't know, an ultra orange or something. But then what this is gonna probably dictate what pulls it together. So I gotta think about this. Then 2 more butterflies to do. We're almost at 2 hours, 3 minutes away from that, so it's a good time to stop, I think. Yeah, I need fresh eyes to look at the rest of this. I almost think I should have used a lighter blue, but I like its colors, but it just seems a little off from the rest. And I gotta figure out how to resolve that. Okay, so that's my second live tonight, and I hope you all have a good evening. And I'll be trying to catch both of you when you do your lives. Bubbles, I hope you do a Zelda live this weekend. I actually invited somebody, so to come watch because she plays games also. I don't know if you know Kaz Solo, or she used to be Sir Blondie Locks. Um, yeah. So, and I think she might be still playing Sims 4 right now. But yeah, she's played Zelda too. She really likes Zelda. So hope everyone has a good night. Bye bye. Zelda on Sunday. Yay!